COSA, the Central Ontario Standardbred Association, proudly serving Ontario horse people with integrity and accountability. Collaborative, supportive, helping to ensure a vibrant harness racing industry. Lifetime membership is free and there are many benefits. Become a new member today. COSA, representing the interests of horse people racing at Ontario racetracks. To find out more, visit cosaonline.com.
Hey, good evening, everyone. Welcome back to the Raceway at Western Fair District, London, Ontario, for some half-mile harness racing action this evening. Back with 10 races, and of course, all 10 featured on HBI Bet. First couple on the TVG network south of the border. So, likely playing into some pretty good pools here this evening in London. The first race will kick-start our program with an HBI Bet Pick 5 play. Let's get a look at our Pick 5 selection here to begin in race number 1. Fine looking field, a preferred 3 bunch on the pace to start things up, kind of wide open as well. You've got Mercenary, Maximus Power, Jack of Clubs, Adore Him, Mr. Mock Jimmy to overcome an outside post. So those are the 5 that'll back in the opening leg of the early Pick 5. Getting a look at this early Pick 5 ticket where it'll cost you $24 even on a 20-cent play. There is a key scratch in race number 2. Likely key for many of us here would have been number 3, Jessica's Legacy in race number 2. She was a 12-length winner here in London last time, and then on Friday night she went up to Woodbine Mohawk Park and was an easy winner there as well. So a scratch of number 3 out of race number 2. That's got me going to the 1 Shadow Dreamer, who got involved with some traffic trouble last time out. Still managed a decent second, though well off the winner in Jessica's Legacy. Azalea Sealster coming back now, the second start back off that rest, and it's going to be a second-time Lasix for the mare. I really like the chances for 2. Azalea Sealster there in race number 2. So I think we can get through there. On to the third then, using a 2, a phone in, 4 Good Eye Hawkeye for the new barn, and then 5 Outlaw Kismet. That one's got to start under his belt here in London. Goes out for trainer Lindsay Kerr. Fourth race, number 4, Secretly Flashy. Will need a clean line. Did show a break at the start there last time up, though did finish with the field a decent mile, 2-3. And the 6-horse Exhibition Day has been really good since coming back. First and second, just missing here on the 22nd against West River Cindy. If West River Cindy was in here, you know you'd be playing her. So the 4 and 6 for me in the 4th. 5th race to complete. We'll look for the 4, Tuition Money off the claim. Number 7, Venito. Just jogged the last time out for trainer Isaac Waxman. Jay Harris gets the call to drive Venito tonight as Mark St. Louis opts for the 4, Tuition Money, going out for Stu McQueen. Again, 20-cent wager on an early Pick 5. The way it looks, it's the HBI Bet. 20-cent Pick 5 play costing you $24 even if you want to come along for the ride. It's an early Pick 4 that will start up in race number 3, another one of those go-to wagers here in London. Pick 4, of course, sponsored by SK Realty, a $7,500 guaranteed pool. Pretty much, yeah, we're going to use the same horses we've used in the Pick 5 races, 3, 4, and 5. And deepest of all in the final leg, race number 6, another one of those wide open events. And number 1, Stonebridge Scout, one to consider in there with that rail advantage, big time value in the morning line. And don't ignore him in there. And he can go with those if he can find himself on or near the lead. Dalliator at a post 2, Artistic Pick, Fitting Well, Mo Better at a post 6. And then the 8, Aussie Young. Aussie Young could be the class of the field there, and he's facing much easier tonight for that treading spot. If you want to play along with this Pick 4 selection, 20-cent wager, $12 even. We've got that late Pick 5 that will start up in race number 6, another one of those $7,500 guaranteed pools, another one of those go-to wagers. I'm going to stay 5 deep in race 6, the 7th race on the trot. For me, it's either 3, Zach to the Max, or 5, Aaron. Key play on this Pick 5, it would be the 7, Pedro Hanover. in race number 8. Very solid qualifier here in London on the 18th from an outside post. Showed a back half in 58-1 to get home in 58-3. Pedro Hanover, likely the class of that field. If he can bring what he brought to the qualifier, I think he can handle that group. And number 7, Pedro Hanover, key play, race 8 for the middle leg of the pick 5. We're 4 deep in the 9th, and we'll look to close out in the finale with the 1, Timidabayama, or the 7, Kevin Den Fraudsters. Looks like St. Louis chose the 1, Timidabayama, to drive over that 7, Kevin Den Fraudsters, going out for Stu McQueen. I think it's between those two. 20-cent wager on a pick 5, $16 even. My best long shot play on the night is one that I've actually made a top selection. It's back in race number 6 for my top long shot play on the night. Of course, the 15-1 on the morning line kind of jumps off the page for the 1, Stonebridge Scout. More than capable of going with that field. He's not showing much in recent starts, but the post positions haven't been that kind to Stonebridge Scout. I do know that he likes to race up close, so that rail advantage might spur him along a little bit tonight. Scott Ray stays on for trainer Andy Hardy. Gladys McCarty of London owning the old 13-year-old Stonebridge Scout. I'm liking his chances there with that rail advantage as a long shot play. As mentioned, I do have him picked to win. Not saying he can get the job done, but when he's offering some pretty good value and he's got the rail, I've seen him win here before when racing on or near the lead, and that rail should be able to put him in play there tonight. We've got some best bets now, courtesy of our guest cappers. We've got Lou Sorella, Tony Elliott, Howard the Lock has joined up with us as guest cappers tonight. The best bet selections come in here. Myself, my best bet tonight, got to be race number 5, and it got to be a 4. Tuition Money comes in off the claim. Should be a solid player there. You're getting 3-1. It's St. Louis teaming up with McQueen. And that one showed a pretty good 4th place finish over Woodbine Mohawk Park on the 22nd. Before that was rounding into some pretty good form over Northfield Park in Cleveland, Ohio. For Tony Elliott, race 7, the 5 Veyron. He's gone to the trotter Veyron. A strong win in his latest, will likely threat again, says Tony about the 5 Veyron. In race number 7, his best bet on the card. More best bets continuing here in race number 8. Ontario Racing has gone to Pedro Hanover on the return. A strong qualifier. Just has to overcome the outside post. And for Lou Sorella, the hashtag Lou knows, going to chase after 2, Winsong Napoleon in the finale, offering 4-1 value in the morning line. Lou says this one's fitting in well tonight. He's expecting a pretty good trip for Winsong Napoleon with that inside post right next door to the speed of Timidabayama. So there you have it. I believe we're going to be on a good track tonight in London. 5:50 start time, and note that going forward throughout the month of March, starting tomorrow night, first race post time will be 6:30 again. For the time being, going through the month of March, Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays, along with the Friday car. We're going to get things underway at 6:30 again. That'll be for the month of March. The weather playing havoc here with the track, and that gives us a chance for the track to tighten up as the sun goes down throughout the month of March. So we want every chance, if good enough, to put on a race card here, and that's what we want to do. We're a track that wants to race. So there you see, a 6:30 start time throughout the month of March, beginning tomorrow evening for all 4 days per week. So keep that in mind when racing and when playing here in London. 10 races tonight, all 10, of course, on HPI Bet. We've got the TVG network with us in the early going. Best of luck to you. We're about 15 minutes away from the opener.